Greetings, chosen ones. This is a chosen one message. This is for the chosen ones. You got people actin' funny. The song by Haley Knox. I got mofos actin' funny. You an actor, honey. I get that bag of money and run. This is for the chosen ones who have snakes in the grass. This is for the chosen ones who have had fake friends, fake people come around, act like they want to help them, but then revoke what they're helping. If you act like you want to help someone, but then you revoke the help that you are giving to that person, you're not helping them, you're just trying to control them. And you're outed, honey. We see you. Loud and clear, you just outed yourself. So this is for my chosen ones. All right, chosen ones, there's something here. This is a worship song, the I will not be silent, I will not be quiet anymore. We are hungry, so and you guys, they're hungry too. The ones against you, the snakes are hungry too. So, but we all know the star comes after the tower. So big tower energy, big star energy coming through here. Healing is definitely on the rise. Anyone who's been having any shocking experiences, especially during this Mercury retrograde, there will be a healing here, especially with the star card, which comes directly after the tower. But the tower has to crumble, honey, because if the tower doesn't crumble, then you won't get to the root cause of what's actually causing the issues in the first place. So big emphasis on cycles coming back around with relationships, with health. And you guys, I spoke about this in the health video that I did before this one, how oftentimes we attract situations in our life because of something internally still going on. So if you're wondering, why do I keep attracting the same type of person? Why do I keep attracting the same situation? Why do I keep attracting this? It's likely because the root cause is internal and it's something that needs to be healed on a deeper level. Okay, so let's get into it. Also, big energy with Paris Hilton, Dolly Parton. What about them specifically? Well, first of all, there's a lot of misconceived notions about Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton didn't get any money from her family. She is a self-made billionaire. Self-made. She didn't get any part of the trust fund. She didn't get a single penny from her parents. If you actually watch her documentary and learn about Paris, she is incredibly intelligent. She has a crazy, way out there wazoo IQ that people just try and, slut shame her, do all these things. Oh yeah, life would be easy too if I were that rich, if I had family giving me money. No one gave her money. So people could be talking about you, saying, oh, it must be nice, your life must be easy, and people have no idea just how intelligent you are, how self-made you are. Not to mention, she's a philanthropist. She really speaks out against a lot of abuse that goes on in private schools because of what she experienced. If anyone knew what Paris lived through and the abuse that she endured, people would be just caught dead in their tracks, and it would really reveal how stupid people are for even trying to hate on her in the first place. Because again, how intelligent she is, how much she helps, and she's self-made 100%. Dolly Parton, same thing. Country but classy. There's that interview of Dolly Parton speaking with Barbara Walters, and Barbara's really condescending and just so passive, and she's trying to snake her and trap her. So chosen ones, you could be in a situation where people are just trying to snake you, corral you. They're trying to back you against a wall. But again, what did I say at the beginning? I will not be silent. I will not be quiet anymore. So again, you will not be silent. You will not be quiet anymore. And that's what's so beautiful. I want everyone to go watch that Dolly Parton and Barbara Walters interview, because she's just so degrading to her. She's like, you don't have to dress this way, you don't have to do this. She's trying to make Dolly conform. And in it, I wrote down what Dolly said, because I was like, I do not want to get this wrong. I don't want to paraphrase this incorrectly. But Dolly said to her, she's like, well, showbiz is all a joke, and I love telling jokes. So she was so classy and so calm, cool, and collected. And then she goes on to say, all these years, and then Barbara's like, don't you think that, do you ever feel like you're the joke? She's like, don't you know that people are always making fun of you? And Dolly's like, all these years, the people thought that the joke was on me, but the joke is actually on the public, because I know exactly what I'm doing, and I can change what I'm doing at any moment, and I'm sure of myself. I'm sure of my talent and I'm sure of my love. I like who I am and I'm secure with myself. So chosen ones, let's get into it. There's a situation here. People are upset because you are comfortable with yourself. You are comfortable in your skin. You love yourself. You accept yourself. And when you really stand in that truth, no one can take away anything from you and no one can penetrate that veil. No one can penetrate the veil of God anyway. So let me get a hallelujah for that. Going into worship again, the song Come to Life by Kanye. In the song at the beginning, there's a pastor speaking and he says, you know, my soul cries out, hallelujah, I thank God for saving me. Here, and then Kanye sings, here go all your problems again, 3, 2, 1, you're pinned. So again, at the beginning of the reading, saying people are trying to back you in a corner, snakes in the grass, people are trying to get you up against a wall, they're trying to pin you down. You know, in this song he says, do you ever wish you had another life? I've been feeling low for so long. So chosen ones, it could be a hard 7 years, it could be a 7-year cycle. Every 7 years, every cell in our body is regenerated and renewed. 7 is also the number of spiritual enlightenment, spiritual lessons. It can also be confusion in the 3D realms until you kind of elevate and climb up the ladders. Continuing in that song, he says, I ain't felt a high in so long. I've been in the dark for so long. Night is always darkest before dawn. So it is always darkest before dawn. I'll remember the quote at some point. It's a Brian Andreas quote. It is said, well, the light always returns. Oh my gosh, this is going to bother me. It is the way of all things that the night ends and the light returns. The light always returns. I'm pretty sure that's what the Brian Andreas quote is. He goes on to that song to say, you know where to find me, riding on a silver lining. And that silver lining is when the light returns, chosen ones. My God won't deny me. Tell the devil, get behind me. All the stars are aligned. They lift me up every time. All the stars are aligned. They lift me up every time. Remember, you guys, the star comes after the tower in the tarot always. So anyone who tried to put a tower on your life is only helping you because the star card comes after the tower. Anyone trying to break anything down in your life is only helping you because they're helping you get to the root cause of what is going on in your body and your internal systems and your situation, so you actually can catapult forward. And it's going to be like a slingshot right in their face. There's also the energy of, in that song, you know, it's come to life. So make it all come to life. You're making something come to life. You could be feeling like you're getting a new lease on life. Also new lease. So you could be getting a new lease, a new car lease. This could be a new housing lease. Later on in that song, he says, praying for a change in your life. Well, maybe it's going to come tonight. So something could happen in the evening that you watch this. I know some people see these videos days, weeks, months after they come out. So there could be something in the coming nights, in the next 3 nights. There could be some news coming through. Then he says, thoughts you had them penciled in, but you probably should have wrote them in pen. So this is a shout out to, you know, any situation where you have kind of doubted yourself, where you went into the situation and you weren't headstrong to take you on, headstrong to take on anyone. I'm hearing that coming through. You know where to find me. They cannot define me, so they crucify me. This is not about me. God is still alive, so I am free. So again, people can't define you, and when they can't define you, chosen ones, then they just want to crucify you. But that's okay. That's okay, because we just give it all back to God, because God is the one who does the judgment. Not humans. We give it all to God. He puts judgment on those. Big thing on power and control struggles. So power is about sharing and expanding. Authentic power is about sharing and expanding. It's about growing. It's not controlling how much exposure someone gets that you're helping and then revoking. That's control. So anyone who, they're chosen ones, you could have people who are like acting like they want to help you, acting like they want to give you a leg up, but then you turn around and they stab you right in the back, and it's because they didn't actually want you to get anywhere. They just wanted to act nice, but really it was about control. It wasn't actually about sharing and expanding the power of God, the power of light. It's really just about controlling you and trapping you. So there are a lot of situations here, chosen ones, where you have to navigate carefully, but only in the sense that don't give anyone too much power. You know, you have 2 ears, 1 mouth, so listen more than you speak in the coming weeks, chosen ones. It is Mercury retrograde time, as we know. All right, so Being slow to anger is also going to be really important here, chosen ones. Dolly Parton said in that interview, "I'm very real when it counts." So, you know, people can make fun of her because of the getup that she does, how she likes to take care of herself, but she's like, I take pride in myself. I take pride in putting myself together. I take pride in dressing up. I take pride in putting things together. So, chosen ones, people could be talking here about how you put yourself together, how you present yourself, and she's like, but I'm real when it counts, and at the bare bones of it, I am real. Remember, showbiz is all a joke, and we love telling jokes, chosen ones. So remind those snakes in the grass that you can always tell a better joke than they can. All right. Also, Baby came through again. Baby, he keeps coming through in like all these readings. In it though, it's the song "Baby with Quality Control." My main partner turned into a rat. He talking about robbing me. So for some of my chosen ones, you could have a main partner. This could be a loved one. This could be someone in the work business, someone in your field who is acting like they're trying to partner with you, but they're really just trying to take from you. They really don't want you to shine. They really don't want you to push past that limit. They really like keeping a glass ceiling on your head. So when you shatter that glass ceiling, chosen ones, when you shatter that glass ceiling, chosen ones, the floodgates are open. Remember, in the star card, the floodgates are open here, chosen ones. In that song, he also says, "Baby really a problem. Someone gotta stop him. The haters are watching too hard. I think they got binoculars." So, chosen ones, you could have your haters are just like watching you. They can't stop, but that's okay. Let them keep watching because they're learning along the way, and that's why you are here, chosen ones. Again, you know, in that song, he says, "Baby, he the realist," and that's why they're watching, chosen ones, because you're the realist, and that is what God intended you for. Now, also, the gorillas came through again. Saturn's bars. So something here about you could be going through your Saturn return. I am pretty sure there's some sort of transit with Saturn, but Saturn is the father of time, Chronos. He is all about the slow, hard lessons that really, you gotta be bad, I'm hearing that song, "You Gotta Be" by Desiree. He's all about perseverance and really instilling courage and bravery and tenacity, like being really tenacious. So chosen ones, this is all about becoming, I'm thinking like Arya in Game of Thrones. You know, she really had to go through the hard knocks of life, the hard school of knocks. Not really sure if that saying is coming through though. So knockout could be fighters watching this. But in that song, Saturn's bars, he says, "All my life, me never have me gun, so me have to move sharp like me knife all my life." So he's like, I have to move sharp. So chosen ones, this is all about sharpening you. This is all about refinement. This is the refinement process. And that's what every cycle that Saturn brings back around, because Saturn is all about cycles coming back around. They come back around, chosen ones, so that you can sharpen. You can sharpen like a knife. Again, the song Actin Funny by Haley Knox. "I got motherfuckers acting funny, you an actor, honey. I get that bag of money and run. I don't show no love, cause there ain't many that I can trust." So chosen ones, you could feel like it's difficult to trust people at this time. People don't understand you, so they want to crucify you. They're trying to see who can get in. They're trying to get in, so don't let them get in. There's an energy here of not being phased. You know, there's like the slow to anger, there's an importance of when people show you their true colors, just withdraw, just disappear. Like, no need to talk about it, no need to even address that their existence was ever there. Just continue on with your life, because these things, whenever they do this to you, chosen ones, it's all about trying to get under your skin. It's all about trying to get a reaction. So don't give them a reaction. Just keep enjoying your life and just keep living that good life. You know, I posted this thing earlier. It was like, bad news, you can't make people in the past treat you better. Good news, you can live your best life and make them wish that they had. And chosen ones, that's what this is all about, because you are coming to life. What is it in that song? I know I already said these at the beginning, but whenever he says, "Make it all come to life, praying for a change in your life," well, maybe it's gonna come tonight. So again, making it all come to life. So for my chosen ones, when this, well, we had Mars go direct. There is still a shadow, post-shadow period. Mercury goes direct on the 18th, but there's still a shadow period. I believe all planets are direct at the end of January, so moving into February, which is the star card, chosen ones, something here is a go, like full-on sprint. There's something here, it's like all, I'm hearing all aboard. So there could be something here about ships. There could be something here about going across the waters, getting on boats, flying overseas. Some of my chosen ones are definitely planning pilgrimages, planning on, you know, doing vacations that are more about tapping into either your ancestry or different cultures. There's a lot of expansion here because remember, real authentic power, chosen ones, is all about expanding and sharing the stage. It's not about trying to act like you want to help someone out and then revoke it and stab them in the back later, proving that you're just a snake, and then revealing yourself to not only, you know, your people, but the person that you were trying to help when you weren't really trying to help them. So huge, huge emphasis here on fake help, fake friends, fake people coming in, just trying to get a piece of you. Don't let them get a piece of you, chosen ones. All right, we also have the song It's Okay by Akira the Don and David Goggins. I just love that whole album, you guys. It's a beautiful album. But in that song, it's kind of like music, just with David Goggins talking, but he talks and he's like, David Goggins is like, people say that you cuss so much. Why? And he's like, because it's the best way for me to get how I feel across. I can't say that I went through hell week and, you know, it was really hard. No, that motherfucker takes your damn soul. It rips you inside out, and then they say, now we're gonna fucking start. And so, you know, there's something here where it's like people could say you're over exaggerating. You didn't really experience this. You didn't really experience that. And if you guys know what David Goggins went through, he went through some of the most insane stuff that would sound fake to someone who's never actually been through really, really hard shit in life. And so, chosen ones, you're someone who's really been through hard shit. You're probably like me, multiple near-death experiences, and have probably died a few times or almost been close. There's something here. It's like people may not believe you because they haven't had that experience, so they can't fathom, they can't comprehend. It's like, again, in Game of Thrones, whenever, you know, people are trying to talk about, they're trying to convince, you know, Cersei or even Daenerys that the army of the dead is a thing, and they're like, yeah, right, we don't believe them. And then, you know, Daenerys has to go in and save all of them up in the north with her dragon, and she sees that the army of the dead is there, and she loses one of her dragons. And so that's just, you know, and then at the end of the show, she dies. So there's one of those things here, chosen ones. Whoever didn't believe you, whoever thought that you were over-exaggerating in your story, is going to really get the tower on their life, chosen ones. And they're going to be so sorry that they didn't believe you when you told them the first time around just the extent of what you went through, just the extent of what you had to fight for a new life. Ace of Cups, Six of Wands with the Star. This success, this inner healing is because you actually did go through things that people could never fathom, can never believe that you actually went through and made it out alive. But you made it out alive, chosen ones, because God has your back, because you are a chosen one, because God is making you come to life. Like the Kanye song, you're making it all come to life. And so for my chosen ones, you know, you may have felt like you went through Hell Week, and then it actually started after that. So there's something here, it's like, man, again, this again, I don't have it in me. God says you do, chosen ones. I promise you that you do. It's like, you don't really know what you're made of until you feel like you have nothing left, and then you rise from the dead. Again, I've said this quote so many times, but it's so fabulous. It is said, no tree may reach heaven whose roots don't stretch down to hell, by Carl Jung. So there's something here where it's like, you were brought down to the soil, your tree was hacked down, but you weren't dragged beneath the soil yet. And there's something where you may feel like you're beneath the soil now, like you're really down to those roots of hell, chosen ones, but you're about to rise up to the top, because it is said, no tree can reach heaven whose roots don't stretch down to hell. And come February, chosen ones, you are going to be reaching heaven. Mark my words. Claim this. There is an energy of cardinals. I was on my walk today, and I saw 2 cardinals, and then I was like, what's the spiritual meaning of cardinals? Cardinals are birds that come through when passed over loved ones, deceased loved ones, are wanting to rip away all insecurities and instill courage and bravery, and saying that yes, you are on the right path and you need to speak up and you need to shine. They're also red, which is why I'm wearing red. Red is also just my favorite color because it is a color of passion. You know, I was doing a video one time, and someone like in the comments was like, why is she, you know, why the red in the background? Why the red? Red is such an angry color. And I was just giggling. I was like, actually it's the heart, and actually it's the root, and actually it's all about passion. But for surficial sheep, you know, so handle them with class, Dolly Parton. When you're secure and you're comfortable in yourself, it's really going to piss off the people who are still insecure and aren't balanced in their masculine and feminine poles. And that's the other thing, chosen ones. When people just live in the one pole and they're not actually integrated, and they haven't done their shadow work, roots to hell to rise to heaven, but they also haven't done, their inner child, both masculine and feminine, motherly and fatherly, paternal and maternal healing, then they'll just look at you and see you as an anomaly because they can't fathom. And it's like, what is it? Forgive them, for they know not what I don't know the rest of that one, but they know, they don't know. They don't know any better. You know nothing, Jon Snow, is what I'm hearing there. Back to the It's Okay, Akira the Don and David Goggins. In that song, he says, no, that, Hell Week takes your damn soul, it rips it inside out, and then it says, now we're gonna start. If I don't give you all of me, then why the hell am I here? How will you learn from me? People take so much offense to me. You will never learn if you're always tap dancing around the truth. So chosen ones, you are put in the middle of sheep who are constantly tap dancing around the truth because you are the truth. You are there to show the truth. You are there to reveal the truth. And people can't stand the truth. Can't take the heat, get the fuck out the kitchen. So, but chosen ones, you're here teaching them how to cook. Talking about cooking, a lot of my chosen ones could be getting into cooking, making cookbooks, just learning more holistic ways. As you change your eating ways, you'll see all the, I've been on, if you guys watched my previous health video, I feel like a brand new person. It's only been like a couple days on my protocol, and my nutritionist and everything was like, sometimes it takes 2 to 4 weeks for people to feel better and all these, and I'm like, I already feel like a brand new person. I can't wait to see the woman I am in February after I've been weeks on this protocol. So there's something here about really getting serious about your health, getting to the core root, chosen ones, because that is key. So in the David Goggins song at the end, he's like, so how are you going to flip it upside down? And these people, people take so much offense to me. You'll never learn if you tap dance around the truth. He's like, they don't own your life. They don't own you. How are you going to flip it upside down and say, Roger that, I'm going to harness this shit, and you'll be reading about me years from now. So chosen ones, they'll be talking about you now, but they're going to be looking up to you later. They're actually looking up to you now. But they couldn't admit that they're actually looking up to you now, chosen ones, because they can't believe your glow up. They can't believe the transformation. They can't believe you actually did the work. Why? Because they've never had to deal with the Hell Week, not to mention, remember, Hell Week was just the start. Chosen ones, you're chosen because you not only went through Hell Week, but you went through the preparation process to Hell Week, and you made it through, which gave you, it gave you the ticket to go through Hell Week. And there can be situations in your life, chosen ones. Some chosen ones are going to understand every bad thing is just, a blessing happening to them. For some of my chosen ones, you're still in that process of trying to understand, but there is a strong notion here, chosen ones, that trust me, every single thing that you are put through, every adversity, is always a blessing, is always a gift. Every time I've died or nearly died has always been a gift. I've always come back stronger. I've always learned new layers, not of just myself and my healing, but of my ancestors and what my family went through. And it's only brought me closer to my family. It's only brought me closer to my lineage. It's only brought me closer to my truth. And it's only brought me closer to my purpose. And that is why I share these. That is why I do what I do, because I just want everyone else to experience the same thriving, the same healing, that same path. And that is why, chosen ones, you're here too, because you are also someone who is meant to show people the path, show people the way by doing the work yourself. And it's not easy when you're going through it, but it gets so much better on the other side. And I really feel in February it's going to be on the other side for many of my chosen ones. Again, in the I will not be silent, I will not be quiet anymore. We are hungry. Lord, I want more of you. Living water, rain down on me. Lord, I need more of you. Living breath of life, come and fill me up. So a lot of you could be getting a lot closer to God, a lot closer to your spiritual relationship, whatever that looks like for you. There's a strong energy of needing to prioritize time with God every day. Whether you're someone who prefers to have that experience with your Bible or out in nature or with musical instruments or painting or drawing or writing, whatever it is for you, whatever your art is, however you connect with God's source spirit, it is important at this time, chosen ones, to prioritize that every single day, even if it's just 10, 15 minutes a day. Fasting is also important here. I'm not giving health advice. These are just channeled messages. But fasting is incredible. I've always done intermittent fasting, or not always, but for the last few years I have. And I honestly think intermittent fasting was the only reason my food allergy that was undiagnosed or misdiagnosed didn't kill me, because my body was able to stay at a certain level of strength from intermittent fasting. Your body and your gut cannot heal when it's digesting, and I believe it needs at least 16 hours for it to actually start the healing process. But longer fasts, 48 hours to 72 hours, and working up to a 5-day fast. I'm working up to a 5-day fast. I'm probably not going to do it for a couple weeks, but 2-day fasts, 48-hour fasts. This is when your body really goes into autophagy, and when your body is actually really able to do like deep healing. And also, this can heal even things, there's science on this, so I'm just simply sharing what I've read from scientific papers, that certain cancers and tumors will literally shrink and completely obliterate with longer fasts, 5-day fasts, multiple ones, because they're completely starved out. And chosen ones, that's what you're doing to the snakes in the grass, is you're starving them out. So be Dolly Parton, be Paris Hilton, let them talk, but let yourself be that self-made billionaire. Let yourself show that class. Have that horse sense. Have that slow to anger, stay calm, cool, and collected. For my women, stay in your feminine. For my men, do not feminize yourself and be in that victim wounding. Stand strong, be your inner warrior, be the man. I'm hearing now the song from Mulan, be a man, let's be strong as the Raging River, I believe it is. Also the song from the Spice Girls, I said, who do you think you are? Do you think you are? Someone could be looking at you like, who do you think you are? And you're like, some kind of superstar, because that's how the song is. And everyone, chosen one, is a superstar. God designed everyone with a purpose. If you're on this planet, you have a purpose. And if you are walking in that purpose and other people don't know what their purpose is, of course they're going to look at you and be like, oh, that person thinks so, they're so this, they're so stuck up. They don't know any better, chosen ones, because they haven't yet found their purpose. Love them anyway. Love them anyway, and give it back to God. Always, every single time, because them witnessing you is going to trigger something in them. And you planted that seed, chosen ones, that is eventually going to put them on their path. And one day, it may be 5 days from now, it may be a month from now, maybe 2 years from now, 5 years from now, maybe 30 or 50 years from now, chosen ones. But they will, mark my words, they will have a day where they will look back and they will be like, man, I just projected all of my childhood wounding that I hadn't addressed onto that person, when that person was actually the greatest blessing in my life, because they activated me and they are what started my waking up process. Chosen ones, you are put in people's life to start the waking up process. And chosen ones, you remember when you started your waking up process? It is not fun. It is uncomfortable. It is painful. It's frustrating. It's lonely. It's isolating. But it is delicious. It is nutritious. It is authenticating. It is cleansing. It's purifying. And it puts you on your path. And chosen ones, that's what you are out here to do, is to help people get onto their path. In that song from the Spice Girls, it says, you have got to swing it, shake it, move it, make it. Who do you think you are? Trust it, use it, prove it, groove it. Show them how good you are. So chosen ones, God put you out here to show them how good you are. Whatever it is that you are out here to do, whether it's art, dancing, speaking, teaching, being a doctor, being a lawyer, being the best accountant, whatever your chosen one position is, be the best at it and show them just how good you are, chosen ones, because God put you in that position to show them just how good you are. I also kept hearing the song, lost without you, can't help myself, how does it you to know that I love you. So someone here, chosen ones, feels lost without you. Perhaps this can be someone from the past who just really didn't see your worth. This could have been in a time, chosen ones, at the beginning of your awakening where you also didn't see your worth. So again, you can't really blame the person for not having seen your worth because you didn't really see your worth. And that's okay. And you don't have to have any bitterness towards this person, but you do not have to let them in at all, and you do not have to acknowledge them. You can just show them the door, or you can just leave their ass on red. That's my favorite one, just leave their ass on red. Because again, chosen ones, you did all you needed to do in that person's life. You don't need to have any, what's the word that people, closure. I couldn't even think of the word because I don't even need closure, because God gives me closure. God always gives closure, and no one else can give you closure but God. And chosen ones, you did what you were meant to do in that person's life, whoever did you wrong. That work situation, that lover who constantly cheated on you and compulsively lied to you, slandered you to those friends, all of those people, you did what you needed to do, chosen ones. You activated them, and you also showed them exactly who they are. And as you rise, they're just going to keep seeing who you are, so let them. I also kept hearing, I gotta shake you up, 'cause the loving ain't the same. And you keep on playing games like you know I'm here to stay. That's why, chosen ones, Mariah Carey, you gotta shake them off. Because they keep on playing games like they think you're here to stay. And you're not here to stay, chosen ones, because you're long gone. The star is way away from that tower. I don't know about you, but do these look like the same environment? No, but the star's after the tower. They are just now stepping into their tower because they're being activated of how much they miss you, and they want a second chance. Judgment, King of Cups with the Three of Wands. Please take me back. Oh my gosh, I have so much love for this person. Chosen ones, they are being plagued by dreams of you. They cannot stop thinking of you. Remember, Robin Thicke, lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love? Okay, well, chosen ones, it feels like nothing because you don't care about that situation anymore because you have healed. Ace of Cups, you're in your bag, you're in your self-love bag. Remember that Haley Knox song, I got motherfucked is acting funny, you an actor honey. So yeah, there's a situation here. Don't reconcile. God will always give you an upgrade. God will always give you an upgrade. With the Magician and the Six of Swords and Temperance, God is bringing in a soulmate energy here that is going to be balanced. Temperance is all about balance. That is going to be healing. And the Magician has all four aces. You are going to be a power couple with this person, chosen ones. It could be somebody at a distance. You could meet this person in 6 months, 6 weeks. You could meet this person in the 6th month. What is that? June. So something here about Gemini season is really prominent. Last couple of messages here. Yeah, fake help is just out there to trap you, but God sees it all. So anyone who tried to trap you, don't even worry about it because God already sees them, honey. Also the song Permission, give me that green light. So someone here is just like waiting for your permission for them to step through. Well, late for my ladies. I had a mentor one time tell me, this was like at the very beginning of my awakening, or mid beginning. This was like 7 years ago. He said, Valerie, women are flowers and men are honeybees, and flowers stay rooted and planted and they grow and sprout where they're at. A flower will never ever go after a honeybee. A flower never goes after a honeybee. So if someone is like waiting for your permission, a flower does not give the bee, okay, yes, consent is important, you guys. I'm not saying no to consent, but a man should always court and should always come towards a woman. And this is just science genetics. Like, this is like DNA. This is like, and for people that this pisses off, there's 8 billion people in the world. Sign off and watch someone else, honey, because I am all about natural hierogamos, spiritual union between man and woman, how it is intended. And I understand that women have a different purpose than men in this world. And even though a woman has a masculine and a feminine side, and a man has a masculine and a feminine side, they both need to heal and be wholesome in who they are. when it comes to the partnership of man and woman, whether it's friendship, whether it's love, whatever it is, men and women have different purposes, we just do. And we have different strengths, we just do. And to embrace that and to allow yourself to receive the truth of that and the medicine in that, men need to court women. Men need to approach women. Men have to do this properly. And a real empress, a real queen, never leaves her throne, because a flower never pulls and plucks herself out of the ground and chases a honeybee to say, please pollinate me. It doesn't happen that way. So for any of my ladies who are chasing or reaching out, the man needs to text you first. The man needs to reach out. The man needs to court you. Yes, you need to, be receptive and whatnot. And I'm not saying that he needs to do all the work, but damn straight he needs to be the one to court and to start the situation. And that is just how God intended. And again, if you don't like this, then I'm maybe not your person, but that is the truth of genetically how we are coded. And there's something here also about the Midas touch. So chosen ones, you could have the Midas touch when it comes to something, playing an instrument, an art, doing something with your hands. There's something incredibly healing and powerful about your hands. You also need to use your hands on your own body for your own healing. All right, I love you guys. If you'd like a personal reading, hit me up.